Welcome back, everyone. Today I have a total body flow for you, so this will be perfect if you have a little less time but you want to get more impact from your practice. As always, listen to your body, take it as slow as you need to, and child's pose is always there as an option. So without further ado, please come to the top of your mat in Tadasana for me. So find your mountain pose, roll the shoulder blades back, lift the chin slightly, and try not to forcefully kind of stick the spine up so that you've got no movement. Let the shoulders relax nice and naturally. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And take the next few breaths just to arrive into the body, into the breath, into the practice. And then on your next inhale, bring the hands towards the heart. And set in your own sankalpa for the practice. So it can be one word, the first word that comes into your head. It can be a dedication, a wish, maybe even your why, as to why you rolled out the mat today. Now starting the flow with that intention in our hearts. So take a big breath in, raise the arms all the way up, gaze towards the thumbs. Full length of the exhale, soften the knees, roll it down, come into a forward fold. Good. Take a big breath in, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold once more, forward fold. Two more like that, so just getting into the spine, inhale, roll the shoulder blades back, sit bones, push back. And exhale, bring it down one more time, big breath in, unwinding, finding length through the spine. And exhale, fold. Good. On your next inhale, push the weight back and towards the toes. Slowly begin to rise. Send the arms all the way up and above the head. Big breath. Breathe out, hands towards the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, arms high. As you exhale this time, bring the right hand down towards the side. Send the left arm all the way up and over to the right, side bending. Stay strong through that left heel. Take one more breath. And then inhale, bring it all the way up through center. Exhale, take it to the left. So left arm down, right arm up and over. Try not to close into the chest or the hips. Take a big breath in, raise it all the way up. And the breath out to fold. Bring it all the way down, soften the knees. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands plant, step back towards your plank. Keep the feet a little bit wider here. So we're just going to create a little bit of heat. Round the upper back, squeeze the glutes, nice solid plank pose. Fingertips are nice and engaged in the floor. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees, lowering it down, chaturanga. Big breath in, drop the hips, lift the heart, find your cobra. And the breath out, send it back, downward facing dog. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So with or without the knees, it's your call. Your inhale, ripple, roll the spine forward, find your plank. Your exhale, with or without the knees, slowly lower. Let the elbows brush the ribs, still pulling the shoulder blades back, collarbones wide. Drop the hips, lift the heart, upward facing, or cobra. Exhale, send it back, downward dog. One more time. In your own breath, let the breath set the tempo. Inhale, ripple, rolling the spine forward. Full length of the exhale is used to lower down, chest towards the floor. Drop the hips, heart lifts, upward or cobra. Take an extra breath. If you need to just wriggle it out a bit, feel free. And then as you exhale, send it back, downward dog. Beautiful, guys. So if you need to pedal out the legs, if the hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight, you can soften the knees. If you want to get more into the shoulders, crown of the head pushes towards the floor. Take 2 breaths there. And then when you're ready, start in our flow. Send the right leg all the way up towards the sky. Big breath in. Hips square, send it up as high as you can. And as you exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, round the spine, shoulders on top of the wrist. 2 more. Breath in, push it back. Kick it all the way up, soften the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round, come forward. One more time, take a big breath in, kick it up and back. As you breathe out, bring that knee in towards the nose, round through the spine, and step the foot in between the hands. Back heel comes down, 90 or 45, it's up to you. Windmill the arms and rise, find your Virabhadrasana too. So before we move from this spot, just add a little pulses for me. Just getting in towards the hips. Finding that nice external rotation where that right knee is just guided out towards the right hand side. And when you're ready, knee bends, arms open, warrior two. Roll the shoulder blades back. Good. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And on your next inhale, drop the left palm, send the right arm all the way up and back. Reverse your warrior. Big breath. Breathe out, slowly bring it through center. Inhale. Right elbow comes down, left arm all the way up and over, side angle pose. Keep the chest nice and open. Good. And then inhale to rise once more, doing that again. Left palm comes back, right arm goes up, reverse, find length through the right hand side. And then slowly bring it up through center. Right forearm drops down, left arm all the way up and over. So try and tuck the tailbone under for me. Keep the chest nice and open. Option to stay, option to bring the right hand to the floor. Breathe. Stability through that right heel. Hold for 3. For 2, and 1, bring the gaze down. So gaze towards the front of the mat. I want you to bring the left arm down as you come high up on the left toes for me. Send that right arm all the way up, twisted low lunge. If you need to add a little bit of a pulse and straighten out that right leg, feel free. From here, grounding down through that left foot, stay with me. Come onto the knife edge of the left foot, send the right foot back, Vashisthasana, side plank. Left knee can come down on the ground. Keep the hips up high. Squeeze the glutes. Hold for 2. And 1, slowly, transition. Right elbow comes down. We're going to roll onto the right elbow, right outside of the foot, and send the left arm up. Vashisthasana with our elbows. Good. If you're not shaking, you're not doing it right. Breathe. Take one more breath. And then slowly left elbow comes down, forearm plank. I know, don't hate me. Hold. Round through the spine. Squeeze the glutes. And then on your next inhale, dropping the hips down. Come on to the backs of the feet. Take a big breath in. You're finding your sphinx. Ah, feels good, right? Good. So elbows in line with the shoulders. Pull the elbows back, open the heart. So this is where it gets fun, guys. A little bit of movement, a little bit of activation whilst opening as well. So from here, ground down through the palms. As you breathe in, push the palms away from you. Try and lift the elbows up and back. Shoulder blades are still rolling down, so it's coming more into the upper back than your lower back. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, bring the elbows to the floor. As you inhale, push through the top of the feet. Bring the chin in towards the chest, round through the spine, lift the hips up. Option to lift the knees up. Good. Exhale, drop the hips. Breathe in, lift the heart, pushing through the palms. Try that floating sphinx. Exhale to lower. Breathe in, chin in towards the chest. Little bit of core activation, knees can lift or stay down. Breathe out, slowly lower. One more time, big breath in, finding that back bend, find that openness within the chest. Breathe out to lower. The inhale, the activation of the core, the rounding of the spine, the lifting of the knees. Beautiful, hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Take an inhale, find a cobra. Exhale, take it back, child's pose. Good. Take a few breaths in complete stillness. Just soften. Feeling the beat of the heart, the rush of the breath, that energy that's just pulsing through your veins right now. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out, let it go. And when you're ready, left hand side. Slowly rise it up. So weight towards the palms, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let an exhale settle you in. And on your next breath in, send the left leg all the way up towards the sky. The breath out, the knee in towards the nose, begin in the crunches. 2 more times. Inhale, kick the foot up and back, soften the left knee, right knee even. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more time. Big breath in, leg goes high. Breath out, knee in towards the nose. How slowly can you step the foot in between the hands? Back heel comes down, 45 or 90, windmill the arms. Warrior 2 legs, and then again, just begin to pulse. So getting in towards that left-hand side. Getting that external rotation, just so the weight's a little bit towards the left-hand side of the foot. And when you've found a spot, settle in. Bring the arms out wide. Roll the shoulder blades back, find your warrior 2. That is my neighbour that you can hear. On your next breath in, drop the right palm back, send the left arm up. Length through the left-hand side. Inhale, bring it through centre. Exhale, left forearm down. Right arm up and above the head. Keep the chest nice and open towards the right. 1 more time. Big breath in. We rise it up. Take it all the way back. Find that reverse. Keep the bend in the left knee. Inhale. Bring it through center. Exhale. Left forearm down. Right arm all the way up and over. Breathe. So think about pushing through the outside of the right foot. 1 long line of energy from the fingertips to the toes. Hold in for 3, for 2, and 1. Gaze towards the floor. Right hand's going to come down as you spin on top of the right toes. Left arm goes high, open it up, find that twist first. Push that left hip back and just notice what's happening at the top of that left leg. Grounding through that right palm. When you're ready, slowly turn onto the knife edges of the right foot. Send the left foot back, Vashisthasana. If it's too much, you can drop the bottom knee down. Find that side plank and breathe. Arms nice and strong, hips high, glutes squeezed. Hold in. Breathe in for 3, for 2, and 1. Transitioning. Left forearm comes down. Rolling onto the left-hand side, send the right arm up, side plank, different variation, you got this. Keep the core nice and tight. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Both forearms come down, you got it. Find that plank, take a big breath in, keep the stability. Breathe out, drop the hips, lift the heart, find that Sphinx pose. Good. Take a second, take a breath. So now we're going to get into the shoulders and then release the shoulders and then we're done. So from here, if it feels a little bit more natural to you to interlace the fingers and make a fist on the floor, feel free. This time we're going to tuck our toes under. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, take a big breath in. As you breathe out this time, round through the spine, push the hips up towards the ceiling, find that plank once more. For those of you who guessed it, walk the feet in as close as you can to the arms. Good. So it doesn't matter how far they come, your knees can bend. Just get a sense of that weight upon the elbows and not just sinking into it. Push through the elbows, nice and strong, activate through the arms. Option 1, stay in here. Option 2, if you want a little bit more heat, look forward. As you breathe in, come high up on the toes, bring the nose towards the hands. Breathe out, push the armpits back, return to the position. 5 more. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, push it back. Keep that activeness in the arms. 4 more. Nice, slow, controlled movements. You've got this. Breathe in. For 3, keep going. Keep the core tight as you travel forward. For 2, keep the arms nice and active. Last 1, forward for the last time. Bend down into your knees, relax, take your child's pose. Congratulations. I'd suggest bringing the hands back towards the heels, just so the arms can release a tiny bit. You can shake from side to side, just release through the head. And there's the time to just soften and let go a little bit. So hardest part's over. Just going to release the shoulders. So when you're ready, I want you to rise all the way up for me. Come in towards the seat, so bring the bum on the ground. Take the feet out in front of you. So from here, first of all, I want you to bring the arms back as wide as the mat to start with. If you're uber flexible, the closer they are, the harder it's going to be. From here, push the heels in towards the ground. As you breathe in, you're going to lift your hips up. The breath out, the hips are traveling down towards the heels. We're going to find that slight sensation in the shoulders. Nothing too big, nothing to the point where it feels like pain, just so it feels like a nice release in the top of the shoulder heads. And breathe. The lower back can be on the ground. The legs can be straight. And this is where you use your breath to just find a little bit more depth. Take 2 more breaths here. Full and deep inhales and exhales. And then when you're ready, exit in the way that you came. So push through the heels, lift the hips up and back towards the wrists. Sit back, give the arms a little bit of a shake if you need to. So first variation's a little bit easier. The second round's going to be a tiny bit harder. We're going to get more into the chest and into the front of the shoulders. So you may not go as deep, and that's completely fine. So this time we're going to bring the hands facing the bum. Same setup, just a little bit of opposite direction with the fingers. Push through the heels, lift the hips up. As you sink the hips down, I want you to bend your elbows this time. I did a workout yesterday and I can feel it, that's for sure. And sink and breathe. And again, not go into a spot where we can't hold or we lose our breath. Go into a spot that's manageable, where we can breathe into the sensation instead of recoiling away from it. Taking just 2 more breaths here. Make the exhales just a little bit longer. And then when you're ready, push through the heels, slowly rise, bring it all the way up. Good. Shake out the arms if you need to. And then the last little bit, come to lay down upon your backs. We're going to give the hamstrings a little bit of love and the T-spine, just because they've been a little bit left out in this flow. So from here, keep the left knee bent, send the right leg up towards the sky, flex the toes. Hands can interlace behind the thigh. And from here, just begin to roll into the ankle for me. Notice where in the ankle feels a little bit sticky. And then switch the directions. And wherever you are, make sure the shoulder blades are nice and relaxed on the mat, so we're not rounding and reaching. We hold no tension in the upper body. And then when you're ready, flex the toes back towards the face. Good. Breathe in to point the toe. Breathe out to flex, a little bit more tension applied on the back of the leg. 3 more. Inhale, point it up. Exhale, flex into that sensation. 2 more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last one. Inhale to point. Exhale, flex the foot, hold it there and breathe. So you can pull back a little bit on the thigh if you want just a little bit of an extra space in the backs of the legs. Take one more breath here. And as you breathe out, just straighten the left leg for me. Bend the right knee. And with the left hand, guide that right knee all the way over towards the left side spinal twist. Right arm reaches out and away from you. You can even cactus the arms for a little bit more intensity. And wherever you are, try not to force this position. So let the body fall naturally. And letting the breath with the exhale just guide you into a deeper twist. One more breath. And then slowly bring it all the way up through center. Right foot comes down on the ground, left hand side. So square everything off, back of the hips down onto the mat. Send the left leg up high this time. Hands interlace behind the thigh. If it feels good to just have the hands by the side, feel free. And just begin to roll out in towards the ankles. Make sure you're doing both ways. And notice that spot that might feel a little bit sticky. Make sure you're going even slower over those spots. And then when you're ready, on an exhale, flex the toes back towards the face. The inhale, we point in the toes, release in that stretch. 3 more. Exhale to flex. Inhale to point. Exhaling. A little bit more intensity through the backs of the legs. And the inhale is the release and the relax. Last one, flex the toes, hold it there. Slight pressure towards the back, the left thigh, if you want to feel just a little bit more. Take a few breaths, shoulders, jaws relaxed. And then slowly, that right leg's going to extend as the left knee bends in towards your chest. Right hand outside of the left knee, slowly rolling up and over towards the right hand side. Left arm extends, your last spinal twist. And soften. Not forcing, just easing the body into the posture. Taking one more breath. And then inhale, slowly bring it all the way up through center. And as you exhale, coming into that final resting spot, your Shavasana. And this is where I'll leave you be. Just completely relax down into the mat. Close the eyes and surrender.